That way I could talk freely. Oh, give me a second stream, I guess. He did send me an invite, right? He did it. Well, Fluffy, go! That's right, this man got... I'll make sure my playbook. Oh, I guess I gotta flip the switch then for the free league. Oh, please tell me you're wearing black, bro, because I'm wearing black. There we go. Or white. Okay. I mean, gray, white, Steve. As long as it's not black. That's more of a Jameis Winston numbers right there.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go. Before set. Before secure. Watch it before. Watch it before. Watch the run, watch the run.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2. Check 50, check 50. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
And an alley to run. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kevin Coleman, 67 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Right, right. 58, come on. Watch the back, watch the back.
On 1st down, Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Heaney gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. To throw on 3rd down, Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. On the return that time, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 35-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Man, I got you. 54.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Open man is Thielen, is complete. That one good for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Check safety, check safety. Young lady.
Darnold now to throw. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Darnold on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. All you get is a half touch.
Darnold to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on 2nd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Love will get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. But anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Cardinals' 18-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. The toss out to Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Hassan Reddick with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now it's Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw once more on second and 10. Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Throwing on first down. Love. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's second down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing to do. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Come on. You better bring it. 58.
To throw again. Love. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Throwing on third and long. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not.
It got his man complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go. Lady. Right there, 54. Hey, Charlie. 54, Mike. Army. Mike spot 4, Mike spot. Keep going, keep going.
On second down, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Returnable for Grant. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Corey Grant, 30 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Watch the whip. Shit. Go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley, 85 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 27, Darnold. That's caught. It's Coleman. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Check.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 5-4. Right here. Undercrush. Back. Oh, wait.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A first down throw, Darnold. And complete to Zach Ertz. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 54, right there.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. 54.
On first down, Darnold. This one complete to Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Adam Thielen. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
This time Taylor will throw. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Hassan Reddick getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
You can't stop me.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, Love. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Mike outside. Mike 5-4. We own this. We own this. Red 80. 54. Mike 50.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
59, 80.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
59.
Darnold. It's caught by Coleman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
At the Lions' 8-yard line.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Darnold. The quick slant caught. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Darnold steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Sam Darnold with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cards, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
Week 1 gameplay. I'll get you next week or Week 2. Peace.